Hey, what's up? It's Sydney. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back if you've already been here, and welcome if it's your first time. Today's video, I'm just going to be sharing with you a bunch of products that I've used up, or maybe that were so unliked by me that I didn't really use them. I've done a couple of videos like this before, kind of like an empties video. Okay. So most of these things are like beauty makeup products. Some of them are just kind of like hygiene and stuff like that. I feel like these videos are helpful if you are like gonna make a big purchase at Ulta or something and you're like, how are these products, you know, or just kind of get an idea of what products are good or not so good, at least to somebody. So then when you're shopping, you kind of have a feel for it, somebody's opinion, maybe their take on it or whatever. So anyways, let's just get into it. So I've got these Good Fortune bath salts. I got these on Amazon, and I think the brand is called Art of the Root, and they were just these bath salts that had a little bit of like herbs and things in it, and it smelled like lavender. It smells really nice, really like aromatherapeutic. Is that even a word? Aromatherapy. Apparently this was, you know, infused with the intention to give whoever uses this and bathes in it good fortune. So I love mindful, intentional things like that. Don't know if I've gotten that good fortune, but this is just a nice little fun little bath salt thing. Next, I've got this Total Activation Flaxseed Oil. This is premium grade, a plant-based source of omega-3 6s and 9s. So this worked well for me. I'm currently using a different brand right now. I'm not super picky about my supplements at the moment. I do take a little bit into account for like looking for organic and highly rated stuff, but I found this on Amazon and it works well. Next are these Reishi mushroom supplements. So this one, Reishi mushroom, supports a healthy heart, healthy aging, immune system, and longevity, also good for hormones. So I actually repurchased this one, the same exact one. I started taking supplements a few months ago, probably 6 months ago, and I've seen some really good results from it. I don't know what exactly is giving me the best results or what's working and what's not, but having omegas and some reishi mushrooms in my little supplement blend has been really good. Pretty much everything has been good. Sticking with the supplements, I tried out these Ollie multi and probiotic little gummy chewies vitamins, and I got this from Target for like under $15, and it's for I think 35 servings, and this tasted really good, kind of just like gummies. I wanted to eat more than 2. I could eat like 10 of these a day. But these were cool. I personally like gummy vitamins, although right now I don't have any. I find them easier to travel down my esophagus, you know? Next, we've got the Thera Breath Dentist Formulated Fresh Breath Oral Rinse. This is the Invigorating Icy Mint with xylitol. So this is the mouthwash that I've been using for a few months. It is a little pricey, in like the $7 to $10 range, and lasts about a month. So definitely a lot more than I was spending on mouthwash, but I like it. I really like having like a fresh mouth and like all that stuff. So I actually really liked this blue one. I also had a pink one recently, and that one had fluoride in it, which I avoid fluoride, so personally I wouldn't recommend it. I also currently am using this dark green one called Rainforest Mint. It's all right, but the taste is not very good. It's very herby, not minty. So I would actually prefer this blue one, and it is a little bit icy, so a little bit of that burning sensation, but there's no alcohol in this. But it's very freshening. Next is this Jergens Natural Glow Daily Little Gradual Moisturizer. I got it in medium to tan, and I use this up. I really like this. Easy little lotion to give you a little bit of color. It's definitely by no means a, you know, self-tanning, bronzing mousse lotion like crazy, but it is good for giving you a little boost of color, which Lord knows I need. And then next I've got this California Skin Institute Pure Hydrating Serum Hyaluronic Acid Serum. Now I did like the way that the serum was blue, like the bottle would be if it was full it would be blue, so that was kind of cool. But other than that, I don't think this is worth $100 or $90 or however much I spent. I went to a dermatologist and this is what she recommended me, and I just wanted to pick the right thing, so I picked, like, I used it. It lasted like 2.5 to 3 months, and I just feel like I have found so many other hyaluronic acid serums for so much cheaper. I could spend a fraction of the price for my whole year being stocked up on hyaluronic acid versus having one bottle of this. This really didn't do anything astronomical for me. Something that I really did love that is probably in that same price range is this Lancome Advanced Genifique Serum Youth Activating Concentrate. I got this as a free little mini sample from, I think, Ulta. I really liked this serum. I feel like it did something to me. I would consider buying this, and I know that it's probably at least $90, but I feel like it made my skin clearer and a little bit more plump, just a lot more of a smooth base. Next is the Derma E Skin De-Stress Calming CBD Moisturizer. I think this had 500 milligrams of CBD in it, and honestly this didn't work for me. I was breaking out pretty badly in the first half of the year. I think it was fungal acne on my cheeks. It was a very problematic acne that didn't really have a rhyme or reason. Like, I could not treat it. And I also was like just having hormonal breakouts. So before I switched over to like benzoyl peroxide and stuff like that, I was using this and it just was not calming my skin. So I personally didn't like it, but I wouldn't say that it's bad. Like, it's probably not bad. It has no scent. See, it's very gentle, but during the time that I used this, I broke out a lot, so it just takes me back to that, and I'm scared. Next is this little e.l.f. little clear mascara brow gel. I just tossed this because it's been a while, and I think I used the clear mascara on my eyes when I had an eye infection, so I was like, we can never use this again. So this is okay. The mascara did nothing for me. It looked cool for the first minute, and then it like went away, and my lashes were just like uncurled and droopy. But this was okay for a brow gel. I personally like to use soap, so I don't really use brow gels anymore. Next, I've got this Neutrogena Sport Face Oil-Free Lotion Sunscreen, SPF 70, and I was using this a couple years ago, and I do think it's good for protection, and I would use this on my body, but I am very afraid of the active ingredients in this sunscreen. It's just not really good for your skin, especially if your skin's sensitive. You want to stick to mineral sunscreens, basically zinc oxide, maybe titanium oxide, if that's the other one, I think. But this one has ivobenzone, homosalate, oxysalate, actrocrylene, and oxybenzone. And those are chemical sunscreens, and those can be very inflammatory to the skin, and personally I found it to break me out. So that's why I didn't really like sunscreens until I realized that zinc oxide is very good for sensitive acne prone skin. So anyways, next is the Found Green Coffee Gel Eye Cream. Found is a pretty cool brand at Walmart, and I've used a couple products from them. One of them worked well for me, one of their exfoliators, so I thought I'd try out their eye cream. It kind of just gel eye cream, it kind of just sounded cool and brightening and stuff, but honestly this isn't that good to me. I feel like it didn't moisturize my under eyes that well. My Earth to Skin Banana eye cream is just so much more creamy and luxurious feeling for the same price, so this just kind of didn't do it for me. Next, I've got the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This is in the shade Medium Peach, and I really like this product. I will definitely be repurchasing this next time I need a concealer, and I'm not sure what I want to get. I'll probably get this one. I was using this basically as a foundation earlier this year, so I went right through it because I used it on my cheeks and problem areas. I didn't love it under my eyes because it was a little too creamy and broke up a little bit, so I just stick with my Tarte Shape Tape like most of us do. But this is really good. Like, this is kind of like a go-to concealer that I use as a foundation product, and I really like it. This was a little bit dark for me, but it worked well to not wash me out too much. Once you put on all the other products, it kind of blends in. This also, to me, reminds me of the IT Cosmetics CC cream, which is my favorite as well. I love using that on my face when I want a little extra coverage. These days I usually only do a little concealer, sometimes not even concealer, but anyways, when I'm doing a little bit more full on, I go for the BB cream or the CC cream, or I would go for this. So yeah, love this. Next, we've got the NYX Dark Circle Under Eye Corrector, and I have it in medium, so it's a little bit more of a deeper orange. I got it a little bit deeper because I do have pretty dark eye circles. I think I bought light before and it just wasn't quite as canceling, so I really like this product. Once it got towards the bottom, it did dry out a little bit, and I just added a little bit of face oil to it, and it just added just a little bit more creaminess. I like to use a color corrector when I do have them. Currently I don't have any, but I find myself wishing I did, because I find myself using less concealer when I cancel out beforehand. I just find that I don't need as much concealer and it looks brighter, and so everything's smoother because there's less product, and when you set it, it's just smoother. So yeah, this is a really good, affordable, you know, dark under eye circle corrector. Next, we've got Essence Lash Princess, which I've repurchased this many times. It's one of my favorite mascaras. I have a new tube on my desk. And then I've got this Roberto Cavalli Serpentine little, they call it Croffits or something like that, little perfume sample thingy. And this smells pretty good. It's definitely not my favorite. It's kind of smells like a baby, kind of like that clean, almost baby powdery scent, so not my favorite, but I still used it up. I was kind of running low on perfumes earlier this year, so it's nice to have these little samples when I don't really have anything else. But that one was eh. Next, we've got the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation, and this is in the shade Y225, and this is like a good shade for when I have a little bit of a tan, so I think it would be okay for right now, but if I got more pale, it'd be a little dark. But I really like this foundation. I also really love the stick version of this. I just don't really wear foundation anymore, but this one's definitely one of my favorites. I tried out this Body Shop body yogurt, and this is in the scent Zesty Lemon. I like the little packaging, it's pretty cute, although I don't really like tub moisturizers ever, just because it can be very kind of contaminating, and the scent of this wasn't my favorite either. It smells like straight up, it smells like straight up lemon cleaning product. The scent isn't super strong, so it's not like it lingered on my skin for hours and I felt like I smelled like Pledge or Fabuloso forever, but just not my favorite. But the initial look when you put this body yogurt on is super bomb. You look so glossy and wet pretty much. Like, you could put this on while your skin's still damp or when it's dry, and it just looks so shiny. But I will say it doesn't last forever. So next, I've got the just a little sample of the Sol Janeiro Brazilian Boom Boom cream, and it's a fast absorbing body cream that's supposed to tighten skin. And I don't even care about that. All I care about is the scent. It's heavenly. If I could just have the perfume of this, the body wash, the shampoo, the conditioner, this in a large tub, hand cream of this, air freshener of this. This is kind of a pricey like brand. Their regular tub is like $40, so it is not the most affordable body cream. Body creams go by fast, you know? If you use them daily or every shower, it just runs out pretty fast. But man, the scent is just so good. If you've never smelled this, you should go find it and smell it. I've got this Nutricost Evening Primrose Oil. This is 1300 milligrams, 120 soft gels. I use Evening Primrose Oil every day. I find that it helps me keep my skin clear and also feels like my skin's a little bit more plump. This is the current flaxseed oil that I'm using right now. It's by Diva, and it's just like the little omega-3 supplements. You take 2 a day. Working well for me. Next, I've got the Underlow Naturals Coconut Milk Firming Mask. I've repurchased this. I've talked about this in my skincare video. This smells so good, and I'm not really about scents on my face at all, but it smells kind of like minty coconut. Very like light, and this is just a nice moisturizer to use at night. I will say it's not the most intensive moisturizer. I would say sometimes I add a little oil. Sometimes I feel not fully as like supple as I want to, because at nighttime I just want to be like really like moisturized, but I just really like this product still. I feel like it's calming, soothing, and smells good, and I use it as a nighttime moisturizer, but it's just like a firming mask. So next I have a couple products from Derma. I really like this brand, although I didn't like the CBD moisturizer. I do really like their serums. This is the vitamin C serum. I've used like 4 bottles of this, and I really like the serum. And the next is the overnight peel with AHAs, and I really want to repurchase this again. I love what this does for my skin too. I feel like it really helps with my hyperpigmentation. Sometimes I have more redness than other times on my cheeks due to, like, I want to call it scarring or like inflammation that was there for a long time. Now I kind of have like marks, and it's weird because sometimes it flares up and sometimes it goes down, and I found this always helped it go down. It never really made it go up, so I just loved it for that. I also felt like it helped with any acne. The next day it just seemed better. So this is I would use this after my cleanser, after a toner, but before a serum is when I would use it. Next we have another one that I love, another skincare love. So this is the Korres Greek Yogurt Nourishing Probiotic Gel Cream, time released hydration. This was a really good moisturizer. I used this in the daytime, and it was like 30 bucks, so not super bad price range, but you know, how much is in here? 1.35 ounces, so I think it lasted me maybe a month, and I considered repurchasing it, but I decided to try out a different Korean skincare brand. This one felt like my skin stayed glowing. After a couple hours, I think there really was that time released hydration, so I would like just look really glowy when I used this, and I love that. So I would definitely recommend this guy. Now here's a more affordable hyaluronic acid serum. This is from Tree of Life Beauty. I actually have another bottle of this. I went through this and I'm going through the other one. This is an example of a really affordable hyaluronic acid serum that works really well and is really nice on the skin. There's no added fragrance, but there is a nice blend of stuff in here. It's not only sodium hyaluronate and water, you know. It's got aloe, it's got vitamin E, vitamin C, jojoba, geranium, green tea, all that stuff. I found this on Amazon. I also use their niacinamide serum. I used that earlier today, and I really like that serum for when my skin's kind of going crazy. Back to the Sol de Janeiro, I also have this small sample of the Cocoa Cabana cream, and this I used up, and it smells very much like coconut. Coconut. It's not my favorite, but I do like coconut, so you know, nice little like hand cream, foot cream, but the Boom Boom is a bomb bomb. And then last and certainly least, I have this. So this came in a little gift set that my grandma got me, I think, of some perfumes, and this was my least favorite one. I used up all the other ones. It was D Squared Woods, Moschino, The Bear, Versace Bright Crystal, and another cool one that's like shaped like a bomb. This one, I forget what this one is called. I'll definitely do a little research and let you know. Donna Karan. Something by Donna Karan. And this one is even stronger baby powder than the Roberto Cavalli one. So that one I was able to use a little bit. This one, I put it on a couple times and I was like, this isn't it for me, chief. This is not it for me. So anyways, that's all I've got for the video. Hopefully this video isn't too long, but I know it's kind of long. If you're still watching, I appreciate you. I hope that you have a good rest of your day. I'm sending you all the love and all the good vibes, and I'll catch you in my next video real soon. Peace out.